We are learning new details about a shooting near the White House targeting two National Guard members. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro says that 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom and 24-year-old Andrew Wolf are now in critical condition, fighting for their lives. They've been working in D.C. as part of President Trump's crime crackdown. And we're also learning that that the suspect seen here apparently entering the U.S. through Operation Allies Welcome under President Biden in the wake of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan.
This is what happens in this country when people are allowed in who are not properly vetted. These guardsmen and all who are here to protect the district are the line that separates a civilized society from a barbaric one. They are the ones who stand for law and order. This was not just an attack. It was a direct challenge to law and order in our nation's capital.
Let's bring in our Alex Presha here in Washington for the latest. We're learning more about these two members of the National Guard fighting for their lives. Sarah and Andrew, clearly in a tremendously tough time for their families this Thanksgiving, Alex.
That's right, Kira. We're learning more. Actually, the West Virginia National Guard just gave an update along with the governor of West Virginia, and we're learning a little bit more about these two victims. You mentioned Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. He's 24 years old. He was assigned to the Force Support Squadron. We're told that he entered the service in February of 2019 and has numerous service medals. And then you mentioned Sarah Beckstrom. She's 20 years old. She was assigned to military police as part of the West Virginia National Guard. She's been in the service since June of 2023. The West Virginia National Guard saying in a statement that both joined this D.C. task force at the beginning of the mission in early August. They're currently hospitalized as they are fighting for their lives. We also heard from the governor's office that their families have gathered here in D.C. The governor on his way to D.C. right now, and he will be meeting with them later on.
Well, the FBI says that this suspect actually worked with a CIA-backed unit during the Afghanistan war. What more can you tell us about him? And do we know if there were any red flags in his files?
Yeah, so far, there's no indication of some red flags. But Kira, as you know, this is part of what's going to be a massive, massive investigation into his background, not just here stateside. You know, he has ties to the Pacific Northwest, the Washington State. Also, there have been some inquiries down in San Diego, but also Afghanistan before he made his way here to the States. But we did learn from FBI Director Kash Patel that he was notified by the Department of Defense and the CIA that this suspect had a relationship in Afghanistan with partner forces, meaning the CIA. We're told that they are fully investigating that the suspect and his background as well, and if there were any known associates that are either overseas or here in the United States. But right now, the motive is very unclear. What caused him to walk up and ambush those two National Guard members with that Smith & Wesson revolver? A lot of questions here as this investigation continues, Kira.
No doubt. Alex Presha, thank you so much. We'll continue to follow every detail within this story as everyone is praying across the country for those two members of the National Guard.